In our model, we are going to explain how does the contamination affect the biodiversity in Mexico. The main causes of contamination in Mexico are the pollution of water, the pollution of air, the hunting of animals, and the visual pollution. The most significant cause of the air pollution is the large human population, which directly results in a large number of vehicles for transport. Mexico is constantly overcrowded with a population of 22 million of people and growing. The large human population without doubt constitutes to a large number of vehicles for transport. About 75% of the air pollution is caused by toxic gases such as carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, which is emitted by the vehicles. And then we have the rapid industrialization that also causes an increase in toxic gas emissions, which further worsen the air pollution problem.
Talk about water pollution in Mexico. Water pollution in Mexico is a very severe problem because about 12 million people here in Mexico don't have access to drinkable water, especially in rural areas. This is due to the discharge of domestic, industrial, agricultural, and mining residuals that pollute the water. Mexico is classified as a semi-arid country. This means that Mexico lacks a proper amount of water so that it can be distributed to all the population here in Mexico. This is due to the distribution of the natural resources and the amount of rainfall.
Most hunters stalk and kill animals merely for the thrill of it, not out of necessity. This unnecessary, violent form of entertainment rips animals' families apart and leaves countless animals orphaned or badly injured. Quick kills are rare, and many animals suffer prolonged, painful deaths when hunters severely injure but fail to kill them. Hunting is now nothing more than a violent form of recreation that the vast majority of the hunters do not need for subsistence. Hunting has contributed to the extinction of animal species all over the world, including the Tasmanian tiger and the great auk. Hunting affects the biosphere, which is where the living organisms exist. It affects the biosphere because wildlife is directly related to the biosphere, and hunting disrupts natural order. Overhunting will cause a decline in the particular animal species. This will affect everything around it, for example, other animals, plants, and trees. It directly affects the natural environment in that it throws off natural predation and population growth of the wildlife. Hunting also disrupts migration and hibernation of the animals. This is because when animals go to migrate, hunting disrupts migration and hibernation patterns and destroys families. For animals such as wolves who mate for life and live in close-knit family units, hunting can devastate entire communities. The stress that hunted animals suffer, caused by fear and the inescapable loud noises and other commotion that hunters create, also severely compromises their normal eating habits, making it hard for them to store the fat and energy that they need in order to survive the winter. Also, the hunters themselves go on hunting trips, which causes them to drive long distances until they reach a hunting ground. This causes them to emit carbon dioxide. Once the hunters arrive at their desired location, they usually set up a campsite. At the campsite, there are campfires and a lot of littering, which is harmful to the wildlife. The smoke that is emitted by the fire negatively impacts the animals, and the litter on the ground may cause animals to choke. These effects endanger both wildlife and the environment.
We designed a web page that contains the main causes of the pollution of the air, water, and some statistics of the hunting of animals in Mexico that affect the biodiversity.
This is the part of the video in which I'm going to talk about our model. First of all, our model is focused on to represent cause-effect situations. So, in our model, I include two situations. The first one is about someone who is polluting a lake, and the second one which appears a hunter trying to kill some wolves. Now, something interesting about our model is that it is interactive, so it becomes nice because you can interact with it and think if you are going to do or not something. These are the materials used to build the model. First, we have iron wire, then a polisher, which decides to polish it. I also use it to make some holes. Here we have a truck, a wolf made of wood, a Lego toy. Here we have a pencil, glue, a hammer, two different types of pincers. The first one we're used to keep strike columns, like for example these ones, and here the other type of pincer, which was used to manipulate this iron wire. Now here we have also rules, iron nails, and here we have some hingers with screws. Well, here obviously the screw to build them, and also here there is a saw. I use it to cut the wood. Now let me start how does this model works. I'm going to explain how does each mechanism of both situations works. In the first situation we have, well, you can see that there is no decoration or details which made it beautiful, but for a while I will explain it and tell you what does each element represents. First we have this track, which here it has like waste or garbage, and it is throwing it to the lake. So here we can see how like this piece of glass represents a lake in bad conditions with waste, and also here a fish dead. Now here we have two options. The first one is to keep doing it, like doing things that affect our ecosystem or environment, or we can put all those garbage or trash into another place, so we can move it. What happens if we move the track? It will happen. The surface of glass, which represents the muddy water, will be moved, and will here it's supposed that there will be like represented a lake with a good conditions, like animals living there, like fishes and all that stuff. And in this place it will be like a kind of building where you can put the trash. So those are the options that we can choose. Now in this situation we have a hunter trying to kill a wolf. Here we have also two options. The first one, keep doing it, and as we know, if this wolf is in danger of extinction, so if this animal disappear, all the ecosystem will be altered, so it can affect all the organisms which lives in a specific biome. Now here the options are to, as I said, keep doing it, trying to kill them, to use their skin, or I don't know, another substances that the wolves have to make some kind of, I don't know, like clothes and that, all that kind of stuff. And now here we have like it is like a kind of button. If you push it, there will happen something. Now what happens if the button is pushed? This will happen. As you see, both the wolf and the hunter disappear, what does it mean? It means that once an animal is extinct, its disappearance will affect all the ecosystem. So at the end, the humans are affected by its own actions, as in this case, the wolf extinction. But it can be represented not only with wolves, it also can be like with almost any organism that in which you think.